It was a bright sunny day in Cart Hall. Putt-Putt was waking up from his shed. He was excited to visit a new addition in the next part of the suburb. His dog Pep was the same. Today, the friends were to visit the museum of circles. His friends who were visiting it were Mr. Firebird, Spooky, the fire engine, Old Back Hall, Mrs. Airbag, Mildred, and Mr. Baldini, who wanted to find what we could learn on. He left his guards and went looking for the museum. As soon as he got there, he met up with the other cars. "I like to declare the museum open to the public. You'll need to find what's so rare from the past before we were thought of. Whoever finds the rarest wins a visit to Ireland," said Spooky. "Putt-Putt, as the herb of the suburb, you shall cut the ribbon." "Thank you, Spooky. This reminds me of the zoo," said Putt-Putt. Once he cut the ribbon, he sped into the museum before anyone else would think the same thing. As he went in the museum, he saw the sign for one of the display walls. It said Royal Circles. "Royal Circles?" exclaimed Putt-Putt. Then he remembered he went through time to the land of medieval, which was the carriages and cars. When he visited it with using an oil can, he met a princess carriage called Shelley and a cart called Woodward, who lost a wheel after they were in the wood collecting the logs for the blacksmith. Where he lost it was during the storm. He hit a bump, and the wheel fell right off in the middle of the road. "Oh my goodness gracious sakes, very cool." He entered the room. As soon as he did, he saw the same royal folk he met before. He wasn't sure if he could talk to them, if they really were alive. "Why, it's the same folk from the medieval times," thought Putt-Putt. "I thought they looked familiar. And there's King Chariot. I can't believe I'm meeting him right here in the museum." He remembered his history report he made at his school. Who thought he could enter the contest of the rarest to win the tickets to the Kiwi Island. As he talked on a piece of paper just getting it ready, he suddenly noticed them moving. Moving? But they were statues. How can they move? Putt-Putt thought. There wasn't any doubt you were alive. Hello, Putt-Putt. I thought I recognized you from this future. We haven't forgotten you helping us to get in the castle, said Princess Shelley. Putt-Putt was surprised. Oh, I thought you were display pieces, he said, puzzled. We developed this museum as we're hopeless of it. It's been so long since you fitted my wheel back on, said Putt-Putt. Not only are we living in the present, we also planned a tour of where you live, said King Charlie. Oh, I'm quite surprised to see you survive the time changes. There. Your pictures to put on my wall. I'll move on to the next one. At the end of the day, he put his coupon in the voting box before driving home. The next morning, Putt-Putt visited the museum again. Winners arrived for him to see who would win the contest. The cars gathered behind him at the entrance. Others did too. King Charlie parked on the stand. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all cars. We have gathered here for the winner who has studied what is the rarest edition in the world we live in. One of the rarest things today, as I look at this ancient paper, is Outback Owl, who has a model of a Diplodocus from the prehistoric days. Pretty cute fossil. The next entry is Mrs. Outback, who has a wheel from a cart in 1907. A wheel is wood. It lasted for whatever runs it would make before metal ones with tires were thought of. Lastly, we have Putt-Putt with the rarest edition of a castle. My word, this is a fantastic piece of art. There's still the door. My daughter told me the lever was rusted. Can't think why it wasn't oiled after the rain. I still have it working. What country? Who buildings till today? There was a chaff from the cold. I hope you like it, Your Majesty. I painted the difference of it in things that change with time, said Putt-Putt. We like it a lot. So we declare yourself as the winner, said Princess Shelley. He was given the tickets for the island, and then went to his garage early. But I mustn't tell you, or I shall spoil the next story.